Whipped in at the near post and headed behind for a corner. It certainly was 4. From where he knew exactly what he wanted to do there, did the number 2. Decent strike as well. 20 minutes to go here. Seychelles enjoying a rare spell of possession in the final third, but now they're going to be very vulnerable on the counter-attack as Kenya comes streaming forwards. He's a substitute, Oluok, who just can't quite get away from the attentions of Marcus Payet. Kenya will have another corner. I think that counter-attack from corner to corner is probably about, what, 5-10 seconds? Kenya playing with pace on the counter-attack, something we might see against better sides than the Seychelles. If they can keep getting their transitions right, the Harambee Stars, they can definitely be a danger to the other sides in this group. We saw that against Gabon, where they couldn't quite hold on to a strong first-half performance. They do in the second half here is a good delivery to the back post, and really that header from Michael Agada should have been on. He misjudged the flight of the ball. Yeah, winning the ball high up the pitch, and now they can come forwards. Tieno loses his way a little bit. And not for the first time. Seychelles playing themselves into trouble here, and this could be 5-0, and it is. Flag does not go up. The ball given away on the edge of their own area by the Pirates, and Kenya taking full advantage. Moving into a 5-0 lead now as we enter the last 20 minutes of this World Cup qualifying Group F fixture here in Abidjan. The first place, to be honest. The keeper then giving the ball away under pressure. Notieno setting up the substitute Benson Oluok to make it 5-0. Turning into a bit of a cakewalk this, the Harambee Stars. You look at the previous encounters between these two sides, and there is one draw for the Seychelles, and the other wins maybe 3, maybe 4-0, but this is not a full-strength Seychelles lineup as they try and maybe do something on the edge of the area here as Brandon Labrosse stretches every sinew to try and get on the end of that one. And certainly he's charged up, has been since he arrived as a substitute. He's been throwing himself around, the number 7. And to be fair, he was a little bit late in on the goalkeeper on that occasion. And there's still a load of afters going on here with Ryan Henriette, who I think you might be asking him if he wants to meet up after the game there. Bros. Engin Firat as well. Not for the first time today. Not exactly exuding calm on the from his technical area as the players all stop for a drinks break here in the heat and humidity of Abidjan. The Kenyan fans with every reason to be dancing here. 5 goals to the good against the Seychelles. They'll want more in the last 15 minutes as well. And I think their coach will expect more too. It was just 2-0 going into first half stoppage time. confirmation that it looked like Brandon Labrosse had finally been shown a yellow card. I say he has been a little over the top since coming on. Maybe too much coffee. He has been yellow carded. He was definitely having a running argument as well. With Amos Sobiero. A conversation that carried on for quite some time as well. Ross certainly wasn't about to let it go. I think the yellow card coming to Labrosse, though, for the just coming in a little bit late on the goalkeeper. So 13 minutes plus stoppages to go here at the end. Well, this match day 2 encounter in African qualifying Group F for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Kenya are going to get their first 3 points on the board in emphatic fashion as well. A long ball over the top, surely the flag's going to go up there. Yes, it is. I think Nagada just strayed off before the ball was played. A strange performance, actually, from the Kenyan captain. 2 goals in the opening 5 minutes, goals that he took really very well. And since then, he's been a little bit wasteful, a few poor decisions made as well in the final third, in and around the area. A little bit wasteful. Certainly, Kenya could be more than 5 up here. And, of course, there's been a few good saves as well from Carlos Simeon. And the ball forward for Seychelles comes to nothing, and all of a sudden it opens up on that far side for Kenya again, and they've got 5 men up in this attack. The Harambee Stars goes past one, goes past another. Lovely play this. The cut back doesn't quite go to plan. It still hasn't been cleared by the Seychelles defenders. Now someone puts their foot through it. Well, that was nearly 6. Lovely play over on that left-hand side. Really cut open the Seychelles back line. Nearly everyone behind the ball again for the Pirates. Henriette spent most of the day as their furthest man forward, but normally in his own half while doing that. As the ball is stabbed across, Simeon comes for it, doesn't quite get it, but he does get the free kick from the referee. Proof again that goalkeepers are an endangered species. Simeon, rather, must be said, actually bouncing off of Oluoch as he came out for that. Came a long way off his line too. Well, it was a nice touch from Sissoko, and he does win a free kick as well, as there was a bit of a lunging challenge coming in from Ronnie Otieno. Scorer of the 4th Kenyan goal back in the 62nd minute. The free kick taken short, but possession given away. Oh, and that was a very important interception with the captain looming there in the centre, ready to burst through on goal. High press again here from the Seychelles, and they've just been played around here. Now can Kenya get the ball forward a little bit quicker before the Seychelles can get back into their defensive shape? They could be a little bit exposed here, but they've just slowed it down. Understandable perhaps with a 5-goal lead heading into the final 10 minutes of the match. Now there's space, opening up for Otieno. Puts the ball across goal, but can't quite wrap his foot around it. Drifts out for a goal kick. Pretty tight on the offside decision as well, as that ball was played through. All aboard the showboat in the Seychelles at the moment. Well, that's nice play from Labros, but the ball forward not the best. I think he was hoping that Henriette would be able to continue his run, but he had to check that to keep himself onside. But he nearly picked up the ball in midfield as well. Two players nearly did, but neither of them quite managed it, and nearly then Kenya breaking through on the counter-attack. Seychelles back in possession for the moment, the ball going all the way back to Simeon. Simeon then rather drags the ball out of play. Kenya building patiently, just waiting for the gaps to open up in the defence, and that was the moment there, just trying to thread that ball through. A lovely continuation of the run there from Obiero across. More of a cutback, and didn't quite go to its intended target, but then Otieno wins the ball back again, and Kenya still on the attack. The ball whipped across, goal, and that is the simplest of finishes. Or at least it would have been, but the offside flag has gone up. Have a closer look here. And the officials from Guinea getting that one absolutely spot on once more. They've had a good game, actually, the refereeing team from Guinea, led by Yunusa Kamara. Not always easy to referee a game like this when it is quite one-sided. Apart from maybe one or two misjudged, shall we say, challenges from the Seychelles, they haven't really become hugely frustrated or become a danger to their opponents or anything like that. It's been relatively easy as the ball goes over the top, but Sissoko offside. So 6 minutes to go here for Kenya. They'd like to make it 6, I'm sure. Still plenty of players coming forwards for the Harambee Stars, but rather run into heavy traffic on that occasion. Problem is, as you can see now, because everyone was in the last third of the pitch, Labros wanted the ball to feet. Ball went to Henriette instead, but he does win a free kick in the centre circle. Looks like they're giving the ball away as well, with a poorly taken quickly free kick as the game continues, and that was very nearly 6-0. The ball given away again, the mistakes starting to flow, as it did at the end of the game against Côte d'Ivoire 3 days ago. And Labros eventually wins himself a free kick as well. One of their better players actually against Côte d'Ivoire, put himself around a bit. We're going to have another last 2 changes then from the Seychelles. There's Stéphane Ladouce and Frédéric Renaud come on. Ryan Henriette has run himself into the ground up top. He's one to make way. Getting a little bit scrappy now for the Seychelles. Makan Sissoko, the other man to make way in that Flurry of substitutions for the Pirates, and it's Labros now coming forward. There's an opportunity opening up here. Labros had the opportunity to slide the ball. He continues instead, tries to have the shot, and he's going to be so far offside there. And still the shot is saved. And the free kick quickly taken by Kenya. And a couple of the Seychelles players still on their knees in the Kenyan penalty area. And the free kick goes against Imra Raherinyana, who are, by the way, 19 years old today. Perhaps not the most pleasant way to celebrate your birthday. Again, trying to slide the ball through that Seychelles back five. Doesn't quite come off. As Renault tries to put some pressure on the goalkeeper. He's the only man, though, in front of the ball at the moment, and he's swiftly changing that. Labros tries to put some pressure on the Kenyan defence, but that's to no avail, and now it's all opening up again for Kenya. They got a 4-on-3 here. All going past one, gets the ball, cuts it back, almost passes it to a Seychelles player. Now the shot comes in, and that's really well saved by Simeon. Well, Simeon was originally sold the dummy, had to scurry across goal to get back into position, did superbly well. Did the Seychelles goalkeeper. He has been one of the bright sparks for this side. A couple of changes coming up with Johnson Otieno coming off for Nabila Kibangushi. Ronnie Otieno also making way with Timothy Nor-Uma taking his place. Uma just 19 years of age, one of those players that a lot of hope for in the future. The Kenyans, as the cross comes in, and that's probably the first vital interception that Patrick Matasi has had to make in the entire game. 1.5 minutes to go now. Seychelles is burning that last bit of energy. Can they maybe somehow try and get the goal that the coach wanted, as Labros takes advantage of a defensive lapse here? Still Labros now tries to make room for the shot. One defender lunges in. Labros still goes across goal. Finally plays the pass, and maybe that's why he didn't bother playing the pass a bit earlier. That was a poor shot there from Gervais Wehive. Still pressing high up the pitch, even in the 90th minute, are the Pirates. But then they get played in behind, and here's the captain gunning for his hat-trick, and the keeper makes a fantastic save from outside of his area with his legs. And then as the rebounded shot came back in, he snatched that one out of the air as well. Remarkable stuff from Carlos Simeon. So despite shipping 14 goals in 2 matches, he's actually had a pretty good couple of games. Yes, he's made 1 or 2 small mistakes, but he's been more than made up for that with some of the saves he's made. Not quite so spectacular tonight as he was a few days ago against Côte d'Ivoire. We have 4 minutes of added time at the end of this second half. Kenya will press forward. They want a 6th goal. Seychelles just want to get on the board. And it's a good interception in the centre circle, but then the ball over the top for Labros, way too hard. And looks like Labros might have done something to himself here as the ball goes over the top to be flagged for offside. Labros, his body language not great, but he's moving now. The Seychelles are moving now, but so too is the offside flag. Renault hangs his head. Just moved a little bit too early. Well, the Ross looks like he's pretty much ground to a halt there. And then he starts to move. He made a peculiar signal to the bench, looking like he was saying it was all over. And then he starts running again. So not quite sure where he was going with that. Well, they won the ball up the pitch again here, Seychelles. High foot maybe coming in from Lebiche. And now there's two men over on that far side for Kenya, and an opportunity knocks here to bag a sixth before the final whistle. A cut inside, well blocked on the edge of the 6-yard box this time. Wahive, the right back. The ball then put across goal. Now comes the shot, and it's not far wide, I don't think. Anthony Agai on the volley. Carlos Simeon shrugs his shoulders, looking for any sort of options up top. Bross manages to get a flick on, but there's no one running in behind the number 7. Another measured ball forward. Nice turn as well from Agai. And plays the simple but safe pass. 3 men in a line on the edge of the Seychelles box as we enter the last minute or so of the game here in Abidjan. Feels like Kenya, just for these last few seconds, quite happy just to see out the clock, but then all of a sudden, ball goes down into one of the channels, and there's going to be a last opportunity from a corner here for the Harambee Stars before the final whistle. And they've taken it short as well. The Seychelles players not really set for it, but the cross not the best into the near post. Hacked away by Panayi. It looks like Kenya are going to be kept to 5, and indeed, they are here.